Hi everybody, it is fall 2020 and I'm coming to you again with a newsletter a month late. Normally I like to put this newsletter out in October, but there have been so many changes going on and a lot of things that have been canceled and rearranged that I really wanted to wait until we had something somewhat more solid to share with you all for the fall and the winter season this year. It has been a really difficult time of uncertainty, obviously, for many, many months. There have been changes and last-minute cancellations and closures and lockdowns, and we've all been through the ringer. And I really, it has been so heartwarming to be able to sing at all throughout this past 7 months because I have been very, very privileged that I have been able to go to Europe and sing there for La Traviata in Madrid. I was able to record my very first album with orchestra, which I am going to talk to you about briefly, and I was able to sing and make a debut at the Wiener Staatsoper as Constanza in Abduction from the Serail. And I'm very grateful for each of those three very important things that happened. I also got to sing a concert at the Arena di Verona. And every one of those events that I sang was a slightly different setup of who was allowed to sit in the audience, how many people we could have, how we were supposed to rehearse, the rules and regulations that we had to follow. Every theater, every country is different. But for the most part, I felt very safe. I felt very like taken care of by every theater, and it really made me happy to know that so many theaters were going to great lengths to make artists, to make room so that artists could actually perform and continue, and so that audiences could come and see the performances, even if it was limited, or even if there was no one there. There was a broadcast. So I'm just grateful for that. It has been a really rough and unpredictable year, and I pray that we very soon find an end to this, because Lord knows that it has not been easy for me or for any of us, but I just want you all to know that I am grateful for your support and for your continued care, your thoughts and prayers, your messages. All of that has meant a lot to me and has really kept me going throughout this whole thing. I want to thank everybody from my master classes who came to those over the summer. I did those for 2 months pretty regularly, and we had a wonderful group of people from all over the world, young singers and not so young singers, people who didn't even sing, but people who were interested in the art form. And we were able to build a very beautiful community throughout that entire experience, and something that I want to continue to do, to make time for as things start to kind of settle and we can figure out how to move forward. So because my schedule has continued to change, I will tell you, and please pencil it all in, everything that I'm going to tell you about what's coming up. I'm hoping very much that everything stays the way that I have it, but let's see. So the first thing that is happening, the big thing, was a cancellation, and that was Lucia di Lammermoor at La Scala. And I'm pretty devastated about that, because Lucia, yes, it's an important role for me, and singing at La Scala is a huge thing for my career, for any singer, but it was to open the season on the 7 Dicembre, and that La Scala having to cancel a production for the 7th of December is a big blow to Italian culture, because that evening is symbolic. It is something that all of Italy looks forward to. It is a very, very big event for the country, and it was very heartbreaking to know that we didn't have the ability to prepare for it, to rehearse for it, because of a new lockdown that has been issued in Italy right now for the most of November. And I'm sad for that. But La Scala has done everything to pull together a concert performance for the 7th of December that we can all still do, me and a few other colleagues, and I think they are preparing no audience, but we are going to try and do a broadcast all over the world of arias or a Gala concert of some kind. I still don't even know every detail about that, but I'm just grateful that they are trying to make something work. And that has been what has been so inspiring, is the resilience of every theater that I have sung in, to try and do whatever can be done, you know, work around the rules that we have and test people and create social distancing within our productions. All of that has really what has been making this summer and fall possible for any performances to go on. So I'm very grateful to every theater that has taken precautions, because it is a huge, we're just so grateful. We're just so grateful. After La Scala, I have added some performances of La Traviata to my calendar in Barcelona at the Liceu. It'll be 4 performances in the month of December. My first performance is December the 10th. They have multiple casts for this production, and there will be many, many performances throughout the month of December. It is a socially distanced production, from what I understand, by David McVicker. We are doing our best to make that work. I begin rehearsals there very soon. So I hope very much that will still be able to go on, because during lockdown they're still rehearsing, and this is something that, you know, has already been happening. When there's a lockdown, sometimes we still have to rehearse, because in case, as soon as the lockdown lifts, we want to have something prepared and ready to go. So a lot of singers are still working and rehearsing and planning and putting all of their energy into creating a production. Not just singers, but every person that's involved in an operatic production. As you all know, it is not something that is made, you don't just add water and mix. It takes a lot of people, a lot of passion and drive and commitment to create these beautiful performances for you all. So thank you so much for supporting everyone in that. So after La Traviata in Barcelona, I hope to then go to Dresden for a New Year's Eve gala performance. There's actually 3 performances, 2 on New Year's Eve and 1 on New Year's Day of arias. And I will be joined by 2 other colleagues, and that's with the Dresdner Philharmonie. And I look forward to that. I think it will be nice to bring in the new year, because Lord knows 2020, I'm done with 2020. I'm ready to move on. We all are. So I'm grateful to do a New Year's Eve gala. I have never done a New Year's Eve gala. That will be my first one ever. And then, God willing, in France on the 11th of January, I have a concert in Paris at the Champs-Élysées, and we will do a concert of me and another mezzo-soprano named Aya Wakizumo. She is going to be joining me for an evening of Handel and Mozart duets and arias, and I look forward to that program as well, because I love Handel and Mozart a lot. So I'm really looking forward to singing arias from Rodelinda, from Serail, some Mozart oratorio repertoire, so it'll be really fun. So that's everything that I have to announce for now. Fingers crossed that everything takes place, but more importantly that everyone stays healthy and that everyone stays sane, because Lord knows it has been a test of all of those things. Not just physical health, mental health, stress, anxiety, all of that is really high right now. I'm certainly no stranger to stress and anxiety, and I'm doing my very best every single day and just trying to count every blessing that I have and just stay positive and stay grateful, because everything that I have, I am grateful for, and everything that I have lost, if I have lost something during this time, I am trying to just say it's okay. There will be other things, because there will be. I really do believe that we just have to hold on to the positive in any situation. That is really all that we have control over. It's really all that we can do to just make it day by day, to get out of bed and to function. So that's kind of been what I'm trying to practice, consciously right now. So thank you so much for enjoying my newsletter. I hope to see you at some of these performances if possible. If not, I hope to see you virtually. I thank you all for all of your support and love. And I will see you, God willing, in the winter newsletter in a couple of months. And until then, take care. Bye-bye.